Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to first off say welcome to Flurfy Finds, which I don't think I've explained my name before, like my name choice actually. And I chose that because it means flower girl finds, just in French, and I liked the alliteration of it. I'm named after a flower. My name is Liatra. I'm named after the flower Liatris, so that's just a brief explanation of why I liked that name for this channel. Today I went to the flea market and I have a haul to share with you. So I'm going to start with all of these cards and postcards. First off, we had some really fun finds today. First off, I have this cat postcard, kittens drinking milk out of pottery or enamelware or something of the sort. I just thought this was so cute, and we collect postcards to a lesser extent. Like, we'll collect postcards if they're roadside attractions or just something cute like this. So, had to pick this up. The other postcard I got today was this one from Disneyland, and I'm not a big Disney person, but we love roadside attractions, as I said, and this reminded me of like Showbiz Pizza, and I know that this is the Country Bear Jamboree in Disneyland, but just because they're animatronic vintage bears, I had to pick this one up. And Disneyland is a vintage roadside attraction, just of like a more well-known name. Another vintage card I picked up today was this egg, just because he's so cute. It says Happy Easter to you. Humpty Dumpty left his wall so he could come and say, I sure do hope your Easter is an extra happy day. That's pretty cute. I thought this would look really cute around Easter. I don't have that many Easter cards that are like that cute. I picked up this vintage Valentine, Circus Today, Admit One Valentine. You're the whole show for me because you're the only one I see. That's really cute. I have one of my favorite vintage Valentines I have is a sideshow one, and I'm kind of like trying to save all of my collections for their appropriate holidays to share with you guys. But this one will look really cute with that. Oh, I have this bandage on my arm because I just got a tattoo yesterday. I'm not like hurt or anything, but this was just a cute little bluebird, a Valentine message. Here comes a special messenger who's really dressed up smart. He wants to look especially nice delivering my heart. You keep my heart spinning. That is cute. This one vendor today had so much vintage Affirma, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. I just picked what I did because I thought these were the cutest. Don't clam up, say you'll be my Valentine. I love that mad little heart. That's kind of funny. And I love clams. I don't know why. So I was attracted to this one, obviously. Clams are like one of my favorite seafood. This is super cute. They're like in a malt shop, and I've never seen this one that like folds up. It folds up to be pop-up, like 3D. Man, it is hard to adjust to doing things one-handed, so I'll just leave it like this. I like your manner and your style. You suit me to a T. Somehow you've danced into my heart and you're the one for me. Okay, let's see if I can show you. Alright, yeah. It looks super cute. You could display it like that. So sweet. My Valentine, I'm sweet on you. Keller. I have Keller in my family. Huh. That's interesting. Because this flea market is like really close to my hometown is the only reason I'm saying that. If your heart were on sale, Valentine, I'd buy all the tickets. And his eyes move, but I'm not going to risk messing this up with my one-handed filming abilities. This was unfortunately broken, but it's a get well soon card that's really cute, and that little tag was attached to it. And it has flowers inside. This is probably the cutest vintage get well soon card I've ever seen, so I had to pick that up. And then I also picked up this kind of pinup. Always get set before you climb, or you may never reach your prime. It's like daunting. Oh, this has a whole thing written on it. You can pause and read that if you would like to, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to make out all of the words. So, yeah, I picked up all of this for $10 at a booth. All of this paper goods was all of these for $10, which is like a fair price. I mean, at antique booths around here, they can go, like, especially good Valentines, like these mechanical ones or fold-out ones, can go for like 5 to 10 each. So, I mean, that was a fair price, and I was just excited to add a few more to my collection. Next to share with you that I picked up at the flea market today are a lot of miniatures today. I keep my eyes open at flea markets, yard sales, what have you, for miniatures because I like to incorporate them in displays as well as use them in crafting. I'm sure you guys have seen people doing like cool little crafts with either empty vintage ornament boxes, or I like to even do them with empty vintage Halloween mask boxes, things like that, like little dioramas. It's really fun to just pick up cheap little things when you can and hoard them for the future, which is the explanation for this bag of babies. They are obviously very old, and they are amputated, and they are having all kinds of problems. But no, really, these would be so cute for a baby shower, something of the sort, maybe even like Easter, I don't know. But I will use these for something someday, and they will be cute when they are used. This little Santa head. So, I'll preface this with saying, like, most of these things were like $25 or less. So, that is the reason behind these. This little Santa head, his beard has a small stain, but this is cute, and it has the pipe cleaner that will be part of a craft. I picked up these vintage matches, John's Auto Body, Layton here? I don't know. Just thought these were cute to put on our bar cart. Lovely bathing lady. Both from John's Auto Body. This, I believe, is a vintage candy container for perhaps like an Easter basket. It reminds me of the little jack-o'-lantern ones you would get for Halloween. Or it could just be a toy because it has the wheel and it's movable. But this is so sweet, and I will use that in an Easter display. As well as this white plastic rabbit. I'm not sure of the year on these or anything, but they are cute and they are going to be used for something. Same goes with this little porcelain wedding cake topper that is marked Japan. Honestly, I'm trying to find my favorite one of these because for those of you that don't know, Justin and I, my boyfriend, well, I guess fiance, are engaged. I don't like saying fiance because it sounds like my fiance, but yeah, I'm trying to find one of these that I think is like the cutest and kitschiest for our wedding or elopement or whatever we decide to do. Bambi, of course, this dirty little Bambi I had to pick up even though she's dirty because it's too cute. I'll use it for something. with this clear Bambi, which I actually have a tan set of these on chains with babies, and I am thinking that this is the same one. It's the same size and design and everything. This one just has a little more wear to it and is missing the other parts, but that was so cute I had to get it. Another baby that I will use for something someday. Alright, so do not quote me on this because I'm not sure if I'm right or not, and I haven't like looked into it yet, but this reminds me, you know what, I don't think it is, but this reminds me of these like cellophane plastic toys that used to be filled with mercury, and my Gammy has one of those, and I like loved playing with it when I was little, which is bad because they are outlawed now because of mercury and the threats of it, like kids wanting to open it and swallow it or what have you. But this is like a small blow mold swan, and it reminded me of that, and I picked it up just to use in something at some point. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, I love miniatures and blow molds, so of course I picked this up. I also picked up this little needlepoint felt embroidery ornament because it is very folk art looking, and I just really liked the way that the embroidery looked on that. It will be part of my Kitschmas tree, along with this Santa head, which is also a little dirty, but I loved the style of this one, so I couldn't leave it there for the small amount of money that it was. You know, when I said it was a day of finding cute little smalls, I was not lying. Look at all of these little miniatures that I kept finding today. Alright, let's start off. So, this little blow mold snowman will be used for crafting as well. How cute. Honestly, I don't even mind when I find these littles that are damaged, like he's missing a foot. I'm going to clean it up and still put it in a diorama or something of the sort, and it's still going to be really cute for Christmas. I love finding like these little pieces of vintage holidays and still like salvaging it for whatever purpose. Little Santa. So cute. A little Cracker Jack whistle, a vintage capsule, and the top of a Halloween pig. I'll use that for crafting as well, of course. So I also picked up this television. It's one of those souvenir viewfinder kind of deals. Oh my gosh, where's the camera on this? Can I? Wow, okay, you can do it. Alright, so you are seeing inside of it, somewhat, made of the mist. So there's the waterfall. Alright, sorry for that extreme close-up, but these are so cool. I have one of these from a Santa's Village, which we got because it's a roadside attraction, and although this one's not like as kitschy or anything, for like $1, of course I scooped it up. This adorable little wind up tin toy. I love the faces on them. They are so cute. And although this rabbit is missing an ear, I'm still going to use it for my Easter decorating. Maybe I can try to repair it. We'll see. Made in Japan. And this was only $1, so I mean, it's missing an ear, but still I could not just pass it up. This is probably not that vintage. It is probably from the 80s or 90s, and I think I remember having one of these that you would put your baby teeth in when you lost them. And no, it is not filled with baby teeth. And the guy was like, do you have a kid that's gonna be losing teeth? And I was like, no, I just like teeth. So that was weird. I have a tooth planner. I have teeth salt and pepper shakers. So like, this is a thing now, and that's why I have this. Next up, these Halloween Pez. I already have a lot of these. So, I also have like a Dracula and a pumpkin, I think. But for how cheap this stuff is at the flea market, like, you just don't pass it up. I mean, maybe you'll want to sell it someday or something. So I got additional witches. I already have her as well. But yeah, I just picked up these little Halloween Pez. And then, like I said, it was the day of miniatures. I got all of these deer for a few bucks with these cake poppers, all of these little ballerina poppers, and I saw these deer. I thought Christmas. I thought dioramas, shadow boxes, displays. They're just a cute little tool to hang on to. They also came with this larger deer, and I already have a lot of these deer, to be honest, so like, I'm going to be overpopulated. Okay. And then these are just basic little cake toppers, but I've seen people incorporate these into crafts, so like, if the supplies are cheap, I will buy them and use them. This is a vintage little baggie of Happy Halloween skull keychain heads. I mean, I just thought they were cool, so. We also collect vintage display cards from vending machines, which I will have to show you them at some point, but this will look cute with the stuff in that display. So, of course, if you see a kitsch Santa like this, you have to pick him up. I found this squeaky toy. Wow, he is still really loud. And I got him for a few dollars. He is dirty. Ooh, yeah, a little rough on the back. Made in Taiwan, but I'm going to clean him up, and he's going to be super cute at Christmas. So, for those of you that don't know, Justin and I mainly work from home, and we work for a girl I went to high school with, and she has her own business that's called Garden Fairy Co. And without getting too off track, it's a holistic, natural online company that you could look up on Instagram if you really feel inclined. It's called Garden Fairy Co. And she is into retro, like groovy retro, like the 60s and 70s. So anytime I find cheap, cool, groovy finds, she has asked me to pick them up for her to have for resale in her shop. So these 3 glasses are so cute, like totally 70s mushrooms, and these will be available in her shop then. I specifically picked them up for her. Another find today for a whopping 50 cents is this Halloween pail, blow mold little bucket. I do not have this one yet, and for 50 cents, of course I picked him up. Is he marked? I didn't see a marking on him. I like his face. It's definitely an older vintage style. I also forgot to include this when I was showing the cards in Valentine's. I picked up this picture of a very mid-century married couple because I thought it was so cute. I mean, look at her dress. That dress is adorable. The like pleated tulle, not pleated, it's like a truffle like layer of the lace, and that the way the collar is, and her glasses. Oh, it's just so cute. I love this. I had to get it. It was very cheap as well. Of course, it wouldn't be a flea market if I picked up more vintage Christmas. So I initially only wanted this because I love diorama ornaments. I only wanted this one, and it's not even in great shape. I'm gonna need to like re-glue that. But he would not give them to me unless I got the whole box. So I got more ornaments. It was $5 for the box, which is a fair price. Obviously, someone was trying to sell these at an antique booth for $4, and this one itself is marked $5. And I mean, okay, this is cute colors, so I'm not complaining. But I really only wanted the diorama one, but I ended up with another box of vintage ornaments. And last but not least, this was not a flea market find, this was a thrift store find. Believe it or not, is this amazing vintage Christmas tree, ceramic vintage Christmas tree. And it is the largest one I have. You can see how much taller it is than my cake stand, as well as my coffee cup. So this is pretty big. It is, the star got broken up the top, but it still has a lot of the lights, and it also is missing the base, which is okay. I mean, I have so many of these with bases that it doesn't necessarily need that, and I will just keep my eye out for another one. But I couldn't pass this up because it is beautiful with its size. I love when they have multicolored lights, and I also love when these have like a snow covering on their branches. So I could not pass this guy up. So yes, this tree was from the thrift store, and I paid $10 for it. I'm sure it would have been more if it had the base, but this was a very nice pickup. And I think I have about 4 or 5 trees now, so we will be having an awesome Christmas display, and I can't wait to share it with you. Alright everyone, I want to thank you for tuning in and subscribing to my channel and sharing it with your friends, because it is growing slowly but surely, and I really enjoy sharing all of the vintage things that I find that bring me joy, and of course bring you guys joy, fellow vintage lovers. So it's pretty fun, and I'll continue to do it. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed seeing this haul and everything I found in it, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.